All right, good day today. Again, third down, red area focus. Definitely been a big point of improvement for us on both sides of the ball. Got some good special teams work. Ready to go play a good opponent.
You mentioned special teams. Is Boyle going to be able to give it a go?
Yeah, he was able to practice today. I think we'll be able to utilize ourselves at full strength.
Couldn't ask you yet about how you thought Adam's done just thus far. Again, small sample, but
Who's that?
Adam Barry?
Yeah, small sample, right? But so far has done a good job. I think Adam would tell you that he's got a lot of room still for improvement.
Small sample, good. I'll go off of Dan, but Chase Roberts really had a huge game for them this past game against a really good defense. True freshman out there. What makes him a viable target and really good target for them? Yeah,
I mean, just in general, I think they're a team that they can play with the right hand or their left hand. If you take away the run, they're going to be able to throw the ball. If you take away the pass, they're going to be able to run the ball, and they do a good job playing off of that. Obviously, he's really talented. They do a good job of getting it to him.
How would you assess the way your team's gotten after the quarterback through 2 games?
It's twofold, right? We'd obviously love to be in the backfield a little bit more, but if the ball's getting out quick, you're not going to have 15 sacks. To me, it's about winning the game. So I'm not a stat counter, right? I don't care how many sacks we have. I care how many wins we have, right? Certain times you play teams that are going to allow you to get those. When the ball's put on the perimeter a little bit more, you're not going to get those opportunities. But what we can't do is miss sack opportunities when we have them. So if we have a guy wrapped up and we don't finish on him, that's on us, right? And there's a couple of those moments we've seen in the first 2 games.
Is BYU one of those teams you expect to get it out quickly, or is it a little bit of both?
Oh, we'll be prepared for both. They do take more shots downfield than a lot of teams. That being said, they're going to hold on to the ball a little bit more to do that. Now, how often they do that in this game, I don't know.
I feel like Flo and Sewell have progressed to 2 games this season and just their importance this week against BYU's run game.
Yeah, I mean, really all of our linebackers have a big role in this game, and we want to see them go, have a lot of success. It changes the way you play as a linebacker based on how you're being attacked, and the way we've been attacked is out in the open field, meaning we got to make more open field tackles. So wherever the ball's at, that's where we want those guys at, right? And they can go make plays on it and certainly impact the game, them and the other 9 guys on the field.
You guys have worked a lot on open field tackling the last 2 weeks. How do you feel like your team has improved overall in that area?
Yeah, when you focus on something that's a weakness and try to make it a strength, I think you get better at it. We did a sideline tackle drill today that we struggled at times, but that's probably the toughest tackle in football, so we got to work it, and our guys embrace the work.
Coach, Christian Gonzalez has shown an ability to tackle in the open field. Do you see him coming in on blitz packages at all, or what his role?
Maybe. I mean, just depends. Like he's a good cover corner. He's also good in the deep part of the field, so you can't do all 3 at the same play. So there'll be times that we could use Christian in the blitz game if the team, allows us to do that.
At the other cornerback spot, what have you made of Dante Inquez's and some of those other guys' plays so far?
Yeah, I think just in general in our entire defense, we're looking for opportunities to continue to improve. I thought this second game was better than the first one, but we saw stuff that we can get better at as a unit there in the secondary and in the front 7, every piece of us, not just at one corner spot, right? Christian Gonzalez has stuff that he can go get better at too. So every one of our guys has a plan for improvement. We've seen some of that growth from game 1 to game 2. We're going to face a really good opponent this week, so we're going to find out where we're at.
When their defense is schemed up to free up their linebackers, and not just one, really all 3, maybe even 4 of them at a time, is there a way to scheme around that? Because it's not just one guy. You're not just trying to, all right, well, avoid where that guy's at or scheme around him or block that one guy. They have, like they say, like 3 or 4 guys who either tackle, a linebackers had interceptions for 4 years in a row. They see to free them up a lot.
Yeah, they play a lot of vision break defense, right? So you're going to when you watch them play, you're going to see a lot of zone eyes where when the ball's thrown, you have guys swarm to the ball because they have vision of it. They're not necessarily a man-match team or a lot of man-to-man, and because of that, backers are going to swarm around the ball. They're going to be able to get interceptions, tip balls, get their hands on the balls. So we have to do a good job of protecting and then finding those small windows in between the defenders.
Troy and Terrence done so far, where again, I realize it's a couple of games, but on 3rd down in particular, both turned them a lot, and not just this past week, even the week before. To be, when you're looking for a go-to guy potentially on 3rd down and in those tough spots, they've delivered for you.
Yeah, they've been available and present, and when we get certain looks, those are guys that are going to be able to get the ball. I think we'll have other ways to get the ball to some other people as well, but they've certainly done a good job of when it comes their way attacking it.
With the new, I guess not that new now, but the redshirt rules in 4 games, do you ever make definitive statements to your players about using it, or do you just in an ongoing dialogue throughout the year about what the plan might be?
Honestly, our plan is how can we best develop our players and how can we best win games. And I think that conversation continues to change throughout the year based on your health as a team, based on people's performance. To think that any of the guys that just got here for us are going to be the same players 10 games from now, is a complete disservice to them and to our program from a development standpoint. So, I've been around programs a long time where a guy that wasn't necessarily involved game 1 was super involved game 10, right? We had a guy, for us last year, Winnie Poole, who didn't play hardly in any games the entire year and then started for us in the SEC championship and the national championship game. So to know where we're at now, to make decisions about redshirting, not redshirting based on today comparative to what's going on in November and December, I think is really premature.
Is Noah lining up on the weak side more than usual?
No, I mean, he's really, he travels different locations based on formation.
Stephen Jones going to be good this week, or
we'll see.
How's Jackson looked in practice? You mentioned obviously he came back last week, but just how has he been with that top unit and get some more opportunities there?
Jackson LeDuc.
Powers Johnson.
JPJ, yeah, he's done a good job.
We had Bellotti at practice yesterday, and just the opportunity to pick his brain, a Hall of Fame coach. Just thoughts on just him being able to.
Yeah, I've got a ton of respect for Coach Bellotti and the job that he's done here, as well as just his, his view. He has a different lens as a coach, that he's worn. So if he has a thought, or if he's able to give, eyes, or if he just wants to get a football fix and come watch some ball, he's always welcome to our place.